guys, so today we are doing the very long awaited hair Q&A. So I got this idea because I get asked questions all the time about my hair ever since I went orange or, you know, faux ginger, whatever. I will say this is my favorite hair color that I've ever been. It's definitely going to be with me for a very long time. I think, just to answer like this question right off the bat, I think the next hair color I will go will be my natural hair color. I feel like it's been a while since I've had my natural, you know, out and about, so I would probably do that next after the orange. So originally I was not going to answer the question of what color is your hair. I get this question every single day. Every single day I get a comment or a DM or anything on social media of what color, asking what color my hair is. And the reason why I've been so secretive about it is not for any one particular reason until I went to tell you guys, and when I researched into my hair dye, I discovered that it was not cruelty free. So I'm working with my hairdresser right now on finding a shade in a brand that is cruelty free. But I'm not going to promote a brand that isn't just because it's on my hair, and I know that's unfair for those of you who are not cruelty free who want to know what color my hair is, but I just, just like I don't talk about makeup on my channel that's not cruelty free, I'm not going to do that with hair. But I was watching Guy Tang's videos and I was like, he's saying these numbers and letters, and I was like, I know my numbers and letters, and maybe I could just share my numbers and letters and you guys will be able to look up that number and letter and you could find a hair color for you. There are a lot of brands that have the color that I have, so I figure I might as well tell you that information so you can know what shade and what realm my hair is in, So that's the first question I'm going to answer. What color is my hair? Are you ready? I'm finally going to tell you guys. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm answering this question finally. It is a 7cc. So there you go. That is the answer to what color my hair is. It is a copper color. So you can do with that what you want, but that's what I'm gonna say about that. So the next question I'm going to answer, I did do a whole video on my hair loss story, so I will link that up here if you want a more in-depth video kind of answering more specific questions, but I'll just give a brief little recap in case you don't want to go watch that video. Basically, I lost my hair, half my hair about 2 years ago. A lot of people ask what caused it, how did you grow it back? So many people ask me on the daily as well, how did you grow your hair back so quickly? Because this is all my regrowth. Over 2 years ago, it took 2 years to get to this length. I actually just recently chopped it, as you guys know. I cut about 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches off the length of my hair, so it would all be one like thickness because the bottom part of my hair was so thin from when it fell out. So this is all grown back in. It's a lot thicker. It grew back thicker and more wavy. So half my hair is wavy and half of it is straight. It's still a little weird texture, but I'm just grateful that it came back. Mine fell out for a duration of about 6 months is how long it was. I had handfuls of hair coming out in the shower. Every time I would brush my hair, just handfuls and handfuls would fall out. And I'm the kind of person who doesn't get very emotional about my hair. I change it all the time, as you guys know. I don't feel anything when I cut it or do bangs or color it or anything. I feel excitement because I like doing it, but I don't feel like an emotional attachment to my hair. With that being said, it was very emotional going through that and not knowing the cause and not knowing if it would even stop or if I would just continue to lose all of my hair, which sounds dramatic, but when you've already lost half of your head of hair and your hair is so thin, you're just so desperate for it to stop and you don't know if it is going to stop. In the beginning, I didn't know what caused it, but I do now. I'm pretty sure I do now. Basically, I had an allergic reaction to a sulfa antibiotic, and this was the worst sickness I've ever felt in my life. I thought I was actually dying. Like, it was so bad. I think this started, I got that in like August of 2015, I want to say. I turned into a lobster. I was just bright red. I had hives all over my body. It was horrendous. I could not stand. I actually had to sit in the car for until they were ready for me in the waiting room because I couldn't walk to the waiting room. So I had to wait for my room to be ready to like just do it in one shot, and then I get in there and I'm like, can I lay down please? Like, so I couldn't like my energy. I had no strength left. And about 3 months later, half my hair fell out. Now, hair has a delayed response usually, and that's why it took 3 months to fall out. A lot of times if you go through something, it takes a long time for your hair to react. Not sure why that is. There's science behind it. You can look it up. But that's why it took 3 months for that to happen. I believe that is why my hair fell out, because nothing else around that time happened. That was the first time I tried Olaplex, but Olaplex doesn't cause your hair to fall out. You know, I tried researching that. I kind of traumatized. I haven't touched Olaplex since because I'm just scared that maybe that was it, but even though in my mind I know that wasn't it and it was my allergic reaction that I had. Anyway, that's kind of a long explanation to that, but to answer the question of how did you get your hair to grow back so fast, you're gonna hate my answer because my hair grows so fast naturally. It took 2 years for it to get to this length, so it does grow pretty fast. I did use, oh my gosh, what's it called? Nioxin. I used Nioxin for a little bit. Oh my god, that's the man that... He talked to me at 7-Eleven today. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not that weird. Anyway, it's just he talked to me and I felt kind of weird. So anyway, I used Nioxin for a while. It's like a 3-step process, and I feel like that really did stimulate my hair growth. It basically just makes sure that your hair pore, root, whatever is very clear, so it, you know, can come on up. So it's kind of like a clarifying shampoo, and like for your scalp as well. It has like a menthol in it, so it stimulates the skin and your scalp to regrow the hair. There's really no answer for me to how my hair grew back so fast or how I got it to grow back, because it only fell out for about 6 months, which that was a long time, and I was terrified every single day of how much hair was going to fall out of my head. But anyway, we're rambling too much about this topic. I did do a whole video, so anyway, I apologize. This is just way too long of an answer for that question. But long story short, I don't know how my hair grew back so fast. It just did. And I know that sucks. It just stopped. I didn't do anything to make it stop. It just stopped falling out one day and started growing back in at the rate that my hair grows back in. So I'm sorry. I love this question. It's so deep. Do you ever feel that there is a specific hairstyle or color that portrays society's idea of beauty? Have you ever felt like that held you back or kept you from doing what you want with your hair? Absolutely. I mean, I think for me personally, I did get a lot of questions. Would you ever have a pixie or anything like that? I wouldn't go shorter than probably here. That's the shortest I've ever been. Shortest I'll probably ever go is about collarbone, shoulder length. I do feel like long hair in a natural color is society's standard of beauty. Obviously, that is different for every single country. Every country has their standards of beauty. But at least in America, you know, I feel like we value like the long blonde hair. And I personally like not being that. Sometimes, I mean, I really love medium length hair on me, and I think that's like a really good length for me. And like I said, I love this color, so I'm going to stay this for a while. I like not being the long blonde hair. When I have normal hair, as I call it, I feel weird and I don't like it. Even though this is pretty normal. And, you know, I typically don't do a side part because I feel like it's too normal, which sounds stupid, but that's just my brain. I prefer a middle part. I feel like though with this length, I do prefer the side part, so I'm just kind of playing around with my part lately. I don't know. I just mix it up, you know, I mix it up all the time, depends on my mood. But typically I like a center part, blunt cuts. I've done bangs twice. I did short little bangs because I like being different from what society's standards are, even though sometimes I feel self-conscious about it. Sometimes it gets to me and I'm like, I feel like people don't think I'm beautiful because of my hair. So that does get to me, especially when I had the short bangs and the short hair. That was a really hard period because that was also when my hair was growing back in. So I had these little spikes of regrowth hair coming in, and I just felt ugly. That whole hair stage that I had with the short and short, I felt hideous. Like, it was horrible. So I grew it out as fast as I could. So these are my bangs now. That's how long they are. Some people ask, do I bleach my hair to get this color? I do not. My natural hair actually takes this color very well. You can kind of see a little bit of my natural coming in. It's like a mouse brown. It's kind of, you know, no offense if that's your hair color, but I'm not a fan. But like I said, I will have my natural probably next. But my natural hair just takes it. We do use a developer, obviously. I think it's a volume 20 or 30, I want to say. I'm not 100% on that. Another comment that I got a lot, or question that I got a lot, is how often do I do my hair? Do I get it done professionally? Do I do it at home? I could probably do it at home. I just prefer to go in. I've been seeing my hairstylist since I was like 19 or 20 or something like that. So like a really long time. So I'm just really close with her and I like that time with her. So I like to go and get my hair done. I get it done every 8 weeks, so my roots are generally pretty bad by the time I need to go in. A lot of people are saying, how do you keep your red hair so vibrant? What products do you use to keep it healthy? And are they color safe? That kind of stuff. I do use It's a 10 right now on my hair, and I love Carol's Daughter as well. So those are the two brands that I recommend that are cruelty-free and amazing for hair. They just, for the like health of it, it just feels so healthy after I use both of those brands. But right now I'm currently using It's a 10. I'm pretty bad with maintaining my color, to be honest. I'm lucky that it doesn't fade too much whenever I wash it. But one thing I'm kind of good about is not washing it all the time. At one point, I was going like 10 days without washing my hair. I need to build it back up to that because you can train your hair to go a really long time without washing it. The more you wash it, the more you're gonna feel like you need to, because the next day it's gonna be greasy. So if you train it to just, you know, produce this amount of oil at a certain time, like over a few days, it won't be as greasy. So my good number is I go about 5 days now without washing it. So every 5 days I'll wash my hair. So that's pretty much all I do to maintain the color. I use hot water, which is pretty bad. I just can't do the lukewarm, you know? Okay, I got this question so many times. I kind of wasn't really gonna answer because I kind of did in the beginning of the video, but literally everyone's asking, would you ever go a vibrant color again? Like purple, pink, you know, whatever, because I was purple and like pink in that kind of family for a really long time. Not a really long time, for like a year I was purple, I think. But people are asking, would you ever go back to blonde or back to purple or back to red? No, I wouldn't, just because of the upkeep. It was really fun while it lasted and I loved it, and I do look back on photos and miss that hair color a lot because it was so cool. I loved having it. It was kind of before a lot of other people had, you know, vibrant hair like that, so I really did like that stage. But I feel better now. Like, this is my favorite hair color I've ever been, even more than the purple, even though I said purple was my favorite. And the main reason why is because of my skin tone and the makeup that I choose to wear. As you guys know, I love my warm tone makeup, and that's something I struggled with every single day. I had to do my makeup with purple hair or pink hair. It's just, it didn't, granted, it's all personal opinion. If you have purple hair and you wear red eyeshadow, that's totally fine. Like, I'm not judging you. I don't think it looks good on me, and my skin tone, it just didn't, I just wasn't a fan. So that was a struggle all the time. How much time do you spend making your hair this fabulous? From washing it to wow. Funny thing, I never blow dry my hair. Never, ever. I think in my whole life I've blow dried my hair 5 times. Like, I don't like doing that. It's a waste of time for me. I get hot. It's just not fun. I don't like it at all. So I just air dry my hair. And lately my hair, like I said, it grew back in half wavy. So a lot of my hair, it looks like wavy naturally. So I love that. But to get these, it's so easy. Like, it takes me no time. I've done it in so many videos, get ready with me's and whatever. I still use my NuMe flat iron that I've had for a really long time at this point. But this is what I use to curl my hair. So I've done videos on it before, but you know, you just do this and you turn it and you like pull it through and it curls your hair. And I love this method more than a curling iron. I don't like the look of how my hair looks when it's curled with a curling iron. So flat iron is the way to go. And it lasts a really long time. That's something else. The curls don't fall. They like settle. Like this, I curled my hair on Christmas and today is the 27th. So this is how, I haven't done anything to my hair since that day. I haven't even brushed it. So this is what my hair looks like 2 days after I've curled it with a flat iron. And I haven't touched it. This is how I woke up this morning with it. And yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I love it, because the style lasts all 5 days of me not washing my hair. It looks like this. So, okay, my camera's dying, but what do I use on my eyebrows? Anastasia Auburn Brow Powder. The dip brow's too dark, the pencil's too dark, but the powder, oh my gosh, that's all I have on my eyebrows today is the Anastasia Auburn Brow Powder in the lightest shade in the thing. Sometimes I'll use the darker shade on the tails of my eyebrows, but generally I just use the orangey shade in the powder duo. And then I use the brow gel in the shade Brunette because it has a nice golden color and it's kind of orangey toned, even though it's brunette. The Auburn brow gel is way too dark. So if you're a lighter orange haired person or natural, you know, redhead, I would recommend the brunette shade of the brow gel. I don't know why that was all so hard for me to like spit out. Okay, like I said, my camera's dying. I hope this answered enough questions. I feel like I didn't answer too many, but I did answer the most common questions that I get on a daily basis. Like all of these questions, besides like the fun ones, I get on a daily basis, so I wanted to address them in this video. Let me know if you have any other questions down below and I'll try to reply to some comments. If I missed anything that you were just like dying to know, just leave it in the comments and I will try to get to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I will talk to you soon. Bye.